Hi everyone, we are here to learn English and public speaking. Today we are going to study a very important point, that is, build your example upon a single personal experience. You heard me right, it says build your example upon a single personal experience. We are studying making the short talk to get action. We are studying making the short talk to get action. Okay? Now, build your example upon a single personal experience. The incident type of example is particularly powerful when it is based upon a single event that had a dramatic impact upon your life. It may not have taken more than a few seconds, but in that short span of time, more than a few seconds, but in that short span of time, man in one of our classes told of a terrifying experience when he tried to swim to shore from his overturned boat. I am sure that everyone in his audience made up his mind that faced with a similar situation, he would follow this speaker's advice and stay with the capsized boat until help came. I remember about I remember another example of a speaker's harrowing experience involving a child and an overturned power mower. That incident was so graphically etched in my hand, in my mind, that I will always be on guard when children are hovering near my power mower. Many of our instructors have been so impressed by what they have heard in their classes that they have acted promptly to prevent similar accidents around their homes. One keeps a fire extinguisher handy in his kitchen, for instance, because of a talk he heard which vividly recreated a tragic fire, recreated a tragic fire that started from a cooking accident. Another had labeled all bottles containing poison and had seen to jit seen to it that they are out of the reach of the children. This action was prompted by a talk detailing the experience of a distraught parent when she discovered her child unconscious in the bathroom with a bottle of poison clutched in her hand. A single personal experience that taught you a lesson you will never forget is the first requisite of a persuasive action talk. With this kind of incident, you can move audience to act. If it happened to you, your listeners reason. Yes, if it happened to you, your listeners reason, it can happen to them, and they had better take your advice by doing what you ask them to do. Start your talk with a detail of your example. One of the reasons for starting your talk with the example step is to catch attention at once. Some speakers fail to get attention with their opening words, opening words, because all too often these words consist only of the repetitious remarks, glitches, or fragmentary apologies that are of no interest to the audience. Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking is particularly offensive, but many other commonplace methods of beginning a talk are just as weak in attention, getting value, going into the details of how you came to choose the subject, revealing to the audience that you are not too well prepared. They will discover that fact soon enough, or announcing the topic or theme of your talk, like a preacher giving the text of the sermon, are all methods to avoid in the short talk to get action. Take a tip from top flight magazine and newspaper writers. Begin right in your example, and you will capture the attention of your audience immediately. Here are some opening sentences that drew my attentions like a magnet. In 1942, I found myself on a cot in a hospital. Yesterday at breakfast, my wife was pouring the coffee, and last July, I was driving at a fast clip down Highway 42. The door of any office opened, and Charlie Van, our foreman, burst in. I was finishing I was fishing in the middle of the lake. I looked up and saw a motor boat speeding toward me. If you start your talk with phrases that answer one of these questions, of the question who, when, where, what, how, or why, you will be using one of the oldest communication devices in the world to get attention. The story once upon a time are the magic words that open the floodgates of a child's imagination. With the same human interest approach, you can captivate the minds of your listeners with your first words. Okay, friends, so here we have read a very important point and understood. Start your talk with a detail of your example. Okay, so this is for today, and it was great being there once again with everyone. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye. See you soon tomorrow. Bye.